You are my everything. If I were a bell, baby, you would know. Hey, OG, there you go. Stay for you. Come on, Tina Marie. Come on, come on, come on. Be more city. Be more city. The Baltimore's Real Team Talk Show. The two OGs on the B Moore's Real Team Talk Show. I'll be with y'all in a minute. I'm listening to Tina Marie. Since grown folks don't like focusing on their children, had to create a form. Yeah. If I were a bell, baby, I would ring. You're my everything. I gotta watch it because TikTok don't want you to say other things. I can't hear you, OG. If I were a bell. If I were a bell. Baby, I would ring each day for you. Tina Marie takes me back, family. My head, if I were a bell. I got it in this. Uh, OG, OG, OG. What's up, family? I'm gonna tell y'all. I started running up the hill a little bit, and I started crying. OG. I remember when I couldn't walk out the house. I couldn't even walk around to the mall. So I decided to run a little bit. I got my weights on my shoulders, you know, everything. And all of a sudden it hit me, OG. I remember when I didn't have no breath, you know, to move about. We need to stop taking life for a joke, man. We need to stop, people. We need to stop taking things for a joke. And I'm listening to Tina Marie the whole time I took my walk. I got her down on my recording stuff, right? So I'm listening to Tina Marie. I didn't put my Smokey Robinson and stuff like that on. But you know, when you listen to old stuff like that, it just takes you back to childhood memories coming up. The R&B music, you know. And I'm saying this, family, so we can get into how important it is. Now that you live a productive way of life, you have to work with your children. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So, ooh, I don't know, that must needed to come out. So as I'm walking, and I thank God, you know, because you travel back down memory lane. And sometimes I don't like to say this, OG, but I'm going to say it. I don't want nobody to ever think that because I say the stuff out my mouth about my children, that my children is any better than your children. I don't want you to think like that. I don't want you to feel like that. And one of the things, OG, when I was with Communities United and we would have meetings in the projects, you know, in like Perkins Home, the McCullough Home, stuff like that, right? My director had said to me one day, Steve, tell them about your children. And I looked at her and I'm like, no, in a way, because I didn't want them to think my children was any better than theirs. See, I grew up in the city with the rats, with the roaches and all of that. My children ain't experienced nothing like that. We grew up, right? When I was going to 61, we did music, we did dancing, we did art, we did theater, we did cooking. They had this type of stuff in schools, and they still have them in some schools. Trades. They taught you early. When I was in the 10th grade, 15 years old, going to Douglas, I went to driver's school at Douglas. 15. Now, I don't know if they still had those classes or they still do stuff like that. I don't know. I know when I went to Lamel, they taught us home ec. And I'm talking about being young. They taught us home ec. They taught us wood classing. We had all of that in middle school. I know they didn't cut out a lot of it now. And that's why a lot of our children are running away or ride the way they are. But it's not to say we can't bring them back, family. It's not to say. Now, what I am going to do, because God just laid it on my spirit, right? Just want to make sure ain't no bug in here. You never know when you got stuff in clothes. Now, what I am going to do, because I want to send this back out, and this is what I'm talking about in Baltimore City. I cannot speak for Chicago. I cannot speak for Detroit. I cannot speak for like Philly, Delaware, all of that. If you're in a major city and y'all have marginalized communities that it seems like the government, the state, the government is not taking care of, and I'm talking about like the programs in the communities for our youth. In the city, in the inner city, right? You know, a lot of recreation centers are being closed. A lot of schools are being closed. And they piling them into one. Might be 3 schools in one. So it's more children in the class now for a teacher to teach. So now the reason why I'm saying this, because I can only speak for Baltimore City. This is one of the reasons I created the Be More's Real Teen Talk show. Basically giving our youth a voice, giving our youth a voice. But I realize as the parents, when it comes to the solution with our children, we are their voice. Because when they come to you with certain little issues, it's your job, parents, to fix it. So mother, if you got a 12 or 13-year-old and she's looking like a little woman and your boyfriend looking at her, don't get mad at her. Maybe he don't need to be around her. Because yes, once they start blossoming and getting old, no. Let me back it up. Because it happens when they're young too. Younger. That's why you got to be careful who you allow around your children. Now, Baltimore City, I'm going to do this. When I mentioned Van Brooks worked with the youth. Just look up his name and everything. He has a mentoring program. When I mentioned Damon Cooper, phenomenal. He has a mentoring program. He used to work with the mayor's office. He started his own nonprofit. Now he went full profit with it now. Damon Cooper. You don't hear his name that much. Joe Gamble, an ex-football player. My goal, I went to meet him down at the YMCA on Drew Hill to talk with him because he worked with the youth. And he do speeches. You know, he talk out on circuit speaker. You got Mayo Alfonso. I've been following him for a while. I sent him a message the other day. I'm really, really proud of him. He don't just work with our young men. He work with the young women as well. Well, young females, queens as well. Because y'all done switch up so much. You can't say females. You can't say woman. If I tell somebody, what's up, queen, all of a sudden you don't like queen. You don't want to be called queen. You want to be called empress. I'm like, okay. I try to go along with all that. But anyway. Now, Mayo Alfonso worked with our younger queens. I'm trying to get it right, family. But he works with our young youth, right? Then you got Umar Boxing, Books Before Hooks. Then you got Manure. He's a construction, he's a developer, right? And he has his own program. Now, I see him work with mostly young men. Now, I'm not going to say he don't work with the females. I'm not sure. But I always seen him training young men. And he builds all over. That's what he do for a living. Black guy in Baltimore City. Basically, everybody I'm reading off to you are black in Baltimore City. So you got Lisa Cooper. You got Lisa Moloch, a workforce development program. Then you got Lisa mentoring. Be More City. You got Cherie Rogers, Standing Strong mentoring. You got Kim Trueheart, I'm sorry. Squeaky. Then I put my own thing up here, Stephen Copeland Jr. Youth Center. I created a page, Stephen Copeland Jr. Sports and Talents. You got you got Uncle T. He's been doing some great work around in Baltimore City, and y'all know it. With our youth and the young ladies. Y'all know it. Then you got Rock. Rock worked with the youth. He's a counselor. A mentor. He worked with the youth and he worked with the young girls as well. I'm sorry. Females. Queens. I'm going to just say what come out the mouth towards the woman. Don't get offended, family. Okay? Y'all know I'm old school. Then you got Sean. You got We Ours Us. You got Janet Graham. You got Michael. He worked with the youth. Just about everybody I'm mentioning works with the youth. And the reason why I'm doing this, Baltimore City, so that write the names down. If you don't remember a name, you can text it to me and say, what was that name of such and such again? And I'll put it in there. Now let me make sure my live is live and live and live and live and over. It didn't go dark yet. Okay. I'm still bright. I'm still bright over here. Where's my stand? Come here. I just want to make sure my restream is showing family. Now, the whole point, and y'all know it, whenever, let me turn this down because I didn't mean to turn this thing. I just want to make sure my restream is showing family. Now, I'm going to push the prompt up and I'm going to repeat some of the prompt for those on my restream. Basically, anytime I come up, and I tried to put my prompt over here as well, right, on my Restream Broadcast Network, so that we can talk about like how to embrace our youth and our youth is talents and issues that's going on with them. One thing, and I'm gonna say it. Not yet. That was my other camera on my own. Why are you doing that now? It went up. Restream. Y'all gotta do better with this. Y'all have to do better. I ain't even been on here 20